Well, hello all my beautiful friends out there in YouTube land, and welcome to the Hewitt Homestead. Well, today you guys, I want to talk to you about a huge mistake that I have made here on my homestead and give you a fair warning in hopes that you don't ever make the same mistake. You know, guys, wood chips are a beautiful thing here on the homestead. They can be used for so many wonderful uses, for aesthetics in your shrub beds and for just making good, nutritious compost in your gardens. I'm going to tell you one thing they're not good for: driveways. Yes, that is right, folks. For the last several years, I have been stocking my driveway over and over again with fantastic wood chips. Well, quite frankly, they kept us up out of the mud. Well, after two and a half years of having a wood chip driveway, I now have a permanent compost driveway. Yes, they have been breaking down steadily and consistently over the last couple of years, and now I have beautiful compost driveway. Problem is, this compost is wet and it is holding the water because it is good, spongy, composted soil, and it is a sloppy mess. Let me show you the aftermath of 2 years of wood chips in your driveway. So this is the section where my wife constantly turns in and turns out of the carport, and it has just become a mosh pit. She even has a hard time getting through here with four-wheel drive. So today, Mama's got the kids. They're off at homeschool co-op. I've got several hours before I need to go to work. And today, this mistake is going to cost me. It's going to cost me my back. It's going to cost me some pain and some suffering. But I have got to dig this crap out of here. The goal is that in hopefully just a few weeks, we will have the monies that we need to put a driveway in, and I'm going to have a concrete driveway poured. But until that happens, this cannot be. I've got to get this dug out. I made it through here this morning. I'm parked right over there, but I don't know if I can get back out to go to work later on this afternoon. So I have got to dig this out today to make sure that I can get to work this afternoon. Here we go. You know, even though this isn't what I wanted to be working on today, it is still one of the main projects that we have already decided that needs to happen to get our house in a position to sell and increase property value, which is put in a driveway. I mean, look at that. Would you want to spend any major amount of money for a home with this kind of driveway? So the concrete driveway was already on the list of things to do. This has to happen before the concrete driveway can go in anyways. So it's not that it's a big problem to do it. I knew it was coming eventually. It just wasn't on the agenda for today. That's all right. We're going to roll with the punches. I've been making some good progress here. I'm getting pretty tired, but got a long way to go. At this point, I'm going to try and get my truck out of the driveway. I've got a lot of it cleared out. Some of it I just piled up over here on the side because it really is, these wheelbarrow loads are super heavy because everything's soaking wet, and it is giving me quite the workout trying to get them all to the back. So see, I got this area down, still very wet, but I got all the loose mushy stuff off the top. It's just a very thin layer of mushiness and decently solid base underneath that. I got these pieces of wood put out right here because those were some pretty big divots. I don't know why, just those particular spots, it just the really wet and mushy stuff just went down super deep. I'm thinking because that might be because that's where, when my wife pulls in her Suburbans, it's a 2500, and it's a big old heavy beast, and that's where she begins her turn to turn that way into the carport. And I'm thinking that's just because the wheels are digging in more and digging in at an angle as she turns. So, but anyways, I'm going to try to back out of here and get to Home Depot. I'm going to grab a couple of bags of concrete, and I'm going to put in these really deep holes just so that we don't bottom out and rip our bumpers off when we come in. And then, like I said, guys, hopefully in about 2 weeks we'll have the finances that we need to get our driveway put in. Alright guys, back from Home Depot. Got my concrete, got me a little squirter gun for my hose so I can wet it all down. Got my holes cleaned out here. So that's one of the holes. There's a second hole, and here is a third smaller hole. So those were the really wet, soppy parts that went down deep. Got them dug out. Gonna get my concrete mix, fill them up. Text my wife, tell her not to pull all the way into the driveway when she gets home this afternoon, and hope she gets it before she comes home, or we might have a bigger mess on our hands. Two down, one to go. recap, this is what the finished product looks like. Those were some really deep holes. The rest of this stuff, I know it looks pretty nasty, but it's reasonably firm. Hopefully this will get us through until a few more weeks, and we can get a professional out here. And get ourselves a real concrete driveway poured in. It's a long one, so I imagine it's going to be a pretty penny. Well, okay guys, that's going to be it for today. I want to say thank you for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. Please like and subscribe to our channel so you can follow us along, and so you can follow along with us. That's what I meant to say. And you know, watch the progress. Everything we're doing is getting us one step closer, getting this place sold and getting a big farm. Catch up with you guys again real soon. Till then, God bless you. Love you guys. Bye.